The National Association for the Visual Arts acknowledges the Gadigal peoples of the Eora Nation where our office is located, and all custodians of country throughout all lands, waters and territories. We pay our respects to elders past, present and future.
So my name's Kalanjay Dhir, but Cal is a lot easier. I'm an artist based on unceded Dharug Land in Western Sydney. I'm kind of really interested in sci-fi. I draw a lot on spiritual texts and a lot of popular culture too. And I guess the main question I kind of ask myself is like what things could look like, or what the world could look like, or the things we interact with if there was more kind of devotion in the way we went around building.
What has been a turning point in your career?
So a big turning point for me in my career is actually, I guess, the starting point of my career, if I can call it that. It's like, so I graduated art school, SCA, in 2016, and then the year after I was lucky to be accepted into Parramatta Artist Studios, and that was really the turning point or starting point of my practice as an artist. I'm still there now, luckily. I've been there like 3 years, and it was really kind of, it just like gave me confidence as an artist, invaluable experience. I was kind of put in a situation where I would always have to explain what I was doing to not just like the art community, but like the public, even like, you know, we do kids workshops and stuff. So it's like trying to explain what an artist is to so many different kinds of people.
Is there anything you would like to see reshaped in the art sector?
So I think there's obviously, you know, a lot of room for improvement in the art sector. But I think one thing that I would like to comment on is there's like a lot of conversation right now about representation in not just the art sector, but in many kind of places. And I think it's an important conversation, but it is also kind of, I read a good tweet that was like, you know, you're not being represented, you're being marketed to. And I think that was an important kind of way for me to understand what this conversation is about. You know, representation is important. It's important to see people who aren't represented to see themselves. But at the same time, I think it's important to know that it's not a marker of progress. It's not the end point. It's not a marker of change. So I think that's something that I want to kind of push past, like as a good starting point, but yeah.
How do you survive as an artist?
So I survive as an artist. I kind of interpreted this in two ways. You know, there's the material kind of survival, and I'm very lucky to live in my parents' garage still, so thank you Mum and Dad. I think a lot of people in the arts have side hustles or main hustles, and then art is the side hustle. So I do install at a lot of places, I do a lot of different work with council. But I think the other side of surviving in the arts is actually having a really strong community and network to support, to bounce off, to realise that, you know, you're not the only one doing this thing, so it's like having nice people to lean on and work with, yeah.